Search on how else to generate more megawatts that can serve the country. Hence the idea of windmill, solar, coal, waste and others. The federal government has indeed remained steadfast in providing fund and enabling environment towards improving power generation through alternative sources, of which the ongoing construction of the Mambila Dam is a sterling example. There are also efforts by some subnational governments and private initiatives towards improving power from different sources. That's the conversation tonight on Weekend File. Of course, we have some situation report, and our guest is the Managing Director, Rural Electrification Agency, Ahmad Salihijo. I am Kenen Ima Abodike, and to events making the news. Let's start with security matters. As the Nigerian troops continue to win the war against Boko Haram insurgency, an abducted Chibok schoolgirl alongside her husband who surrendered themselves to the military in Bama, local government area, Borno State, has been reunited with her family. Yagumsu Buka reports that Governor Babagana Umar Zulum handed over the girl to members of her family at the government house, Maiduguri.
Gladar Pogu was among the 200 Chibok schoolgirls abducted at Chibok Girls Secondary School in April 2014 by the Boko Haram insurgents. Since then, several of them have been in captivity, while some were released after negotiations with the Nigerian government. Ruth Pogu and her husband were said to have presented themselves to the Nigerian military at a location in Bama local government area of Borno State on the 28th of last month. Governor Babagana Umar Zulum urged families of those still in captivity to be patient as government is doing everything possible to return them.
It is a moment of joy for all of us because we saw one of the Chibok girls. The state government is collaborating with the Nigerian army and other security agencies with a view to establishing a platform that will allow us to get more of them.
Chairman Chibok Schoolgirls Movement, Yakubu Nkeki, while appreciating efforts of government in the fight against insurgency, expressed optimism that the remaining ones will soon be found. In Maiduguri, Yagum Subukar, NTA News.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, has assured Nigerians that despite challenges on ground, the Army will continue to take the fight to bandits and other criminal elements in their enclaves. The Chief of Army Staff gave the assurance during his operational visit to the 171 Battalion at the Forward Operations Base in Kosa, Daura local government area of Katsina State. Dawuda Mohammed reports.
In continuation of his maiden operational visit to formations and units under the command of 8th Division of the Nigerian Army, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, inspected facilities at the 171 Battalion stationed at the Fort Muhammadu Buhari Forward Operating Base, Koza, Daura local government area of Katsina State. The Chief of Army Staff commended the soldiers and the base for their operational successes, which have significantly reduced incidents of banditry in the area, and pledged more support to enable them sustain the tempo.
The essence is to reinvigorate our operations and strengthen them, and now ensure that the troops take the fight to the enclaves of these criminals and destroy them. That's what we are doing, and that's what we'll continue to do.
The Chief of Army Staff also paid homage to the Emir of Daura in his palace, commending the traditional ruler for his support and guidance to the soldiers stationed in his domain. The Emir of Daura, Umar Farouk Umar, while assuring of his continued support to the military, called on Nigerians to always provide security operatives with information to aid in tackling security challenges. Dawuda Mohammed, NTA News.
In the meantime, Major General Abdul Khalifa Ibrahim assumes office as the new commander, Multinational Joint Task Force, MJTF. Until his appointment, Major General Ibrahim was the General Officer commanding 7th Division of the Nigerian Army in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. A statement by the Chief of Military Public Information, MJTF, Colonel Mohammed Dole, indicates that the brief symbolic ceremony was held at the force headquarters at Jamina, Chad. And as part of efforts towards assisting host communities, the Nigerian Air Force has conducted free medical outreach to more than 1,000 persons of Kwa and Gangaren Duse of Kano State. Muhammad Rabi Ali reports that the beneficiaries were mostly elderly with different ailments.
This is the second time the Nigerian Air Force is conducting free medical treatment to people of Kwa and Gangaren Duse, where the Air Force Comprehensive School located. The beneficiaries were treated mainly of malaria, hypertension, eye problem, surgery, among other ailments. Uwan Ahmad, an 80-year-old woman, is battling with eyesight for more than 2 months. She says the outreach is timely.
I'm very happy since they gave me this glass. They said that if I put glass, I will see correctly.
We really appreciate what has happened here in our village.
We are happy very much because as you can see, we are much here and everybody has his own complaint and we are getting treatment the way it is.
And it is hoped that at the end of this exercise, that synergy that we are after, we will achieve that. We all know the banditry, the insecurity that is happening. If there is any need for any information from the neighboring communities, they will be able to channel it to the right channel.
For the likes of Uwan Ahmad, who put on her glasses, a step towards regaining her sight, and hundreds of others, they say the gesture is worth a while. Muhammad Rabi Ali, NTA News.
The federal government has approved and released funds for the establishment of 3 livestock development centers in Yobe State. It is a pilot project at the Nasari Grazing Reserve situated in Jakusko local government area of the state. Bashir Ibrahim Nababa completes the report.
Not long ago, Garum Malam, a rural settlement in Jakusko local government area of Yobe State, was under siege by a group of herders that claimed lives and materials worth millions of naira. The development draws the attention of these stakeholders on the area, identified as the epicenter of such crisis, to fashion out ways to leverage on the federal government's plan to set up a livestock development center on about a 50-hectare piece of land provided by Yobe State government to address the recurring phenomenon. Under the initiative, 3 grazing reserves are to be established in the frontline communities of Nasari, Guljaji, and Badagana, located across Jakusko, Fika, and Bursali local government areas.
I think what brings problem is lack of communication. You can see how communication works. We understood each other. They know the purpose, why we are coming, and they understood the importance of peaceful coexistence.
Prior to the current federal government's intervention, Yobe State government has established a 2-hectare pasture production demonstration farm for growing of animal feeds for distribution free to herders to avert conflicts associated with nomadism. From Damaturu, Bashir Ibrahim Nababa, NTA News.
Now, the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation has given 5 million naira to students of Marist College, Yangoji, Abuja, for inventing the Sense Box and Aqua Boat device, which are monitoring devices for air and water pollution. The Minister, Dr. Oboneya Ono, presented the grant to the school. The Minister said with the feat achieved by the students, Nigeria is well positioned to become a hub for creativity. He urged the students to fly the Nigerian flag high at the upcoming Students for Advancement of Global Entrepreneurship competition on the 13th of August this year, to hold virtually globally.
It is important that the research you have done, and through this research you've been able to invent things that are of very great use, that has tremendous application, because you want to monitor the quality of air and then water. And these are 2 very important things that we need for life. One of our departments will be giving you 5 million naira to assist you work.
The Minister directed the National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion, NOTAP, to assist the young inventors get their research works protected through patenting. In politics, the African Action Congress, AAC, and some other opposition political parties contesting in the Anambra State governorship election come November 6, 2021, say they are ready for the poll and already mobilizing the people of the state for a hitch-free exercise. Timothy Yusuf reports that the party's national chairman were speaking at separate media briefing in Abuja.
At the National Secretariat of the Action Alliance, AA, the party's national chairman presented its governorship candidate, Ben Etiaba, and his running mate to the party.
I was a member of APC until the 29th of July. So how come I'm here?
We have what we call waiver in all political parties. He requested for it.
National Chairman of the African Action Congress, AAC, who chairs the Inter-Party Advisory Council, Dr. Leonard Zenwa, while assuring of the party's readiness ahead of the November 6 Anambra governorship election, enjoined the electorate to resist some politicians in the state who might want to truncate the election through violence and procuring of court orders and judgments. Meanwhile, the National Publicity Secretary of the Judo Keke-led faction of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, Ikechukwu Chukwunyere, has reassured party members that peace will soon return to the party following the issuance of nomination forms by INEC and acceptance of the field forms by Chukwuma Moji as required by Section 32 of the Electoral Act to contest the November 6 Anambra governorship election. In Abuja, Timothy Yusuf.
President Muhammadu Buhari extends best wishes to Labour and Employment Minister Senator Chris Nwabueze Ngige LON as he turns 69 on August 8, 2021. The president joins the medical profession, labor community, the legislature, where the celebrant served as senator, and the people of Anambra State, whom he served as governor, to salute Dr. Ngige for his selfless stewardship to community, state, country, and humanity, wishing him greater health, strength, and sound mind. As he interfaces between government and organized labor working for industrial harmony, President Buhari wishes the minister well in all his endeavors. You're on to Weekend File on the NTA network service. Time for our first break. Do stay with us.
Hooray! You can now buy and register a new Airtel SIM card and enjoy 8 times bonus on all your recharges. Visit any certified Airtel shop today with your NIN and get instant double data and 8 times bonus on every recharge. If you don't have NIN, you can also register for it at the Airtel shop. This offer is available to all new Airtel customers.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action Toothpaste. Sensodyne Rapid Action Toothpaste. Available in a big 100-gram tube and a small 25-gram tube.
My son has always dreamt of being in the spotlight. That's why I give him Born Vita for everyday vitality that gives him the strength to pursue his dreams. Born Vita, strength to dream.
The future belongs to those who leverage on digital innovations. Digital PS International presents DigiTest Online 2021, an online summer camp that brings ages 8 to 18 together across Nigeria, Canada, US, and more countries. Team Digital Skills Pathway to Prosperity. Date 8 to 16 August 2021. At DigiTest, kids and teens will harness their potential to create digital products with possibilities of making profits online. Participation would be virtual with few physical non-residential at the DigiTest Center, Abuja, and we all enjoy a level playing field to compete with students across the globe. Lots of prizes to be won. Give your kids an opportunity of a lifetime today for only 5,000 Naira for virtual and 20,000 Naira for physical. To register, visit our website at www.digitalpeers.org/digitestonline2021 or call 08077823307 or 08077823308.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
What is this?
The Cadbury goodness is in every pack of Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate, making you feel cheerful and pleasant. Enjoy the Cadbury goodness.
We are StarTimes, the most affordable digital pay TV platform with the widest signal coverage in Nigeria, dedicated to bringing the best TV entertainment around the world to your screen. From Hollywood to Bollywood to Nollywood, we offer the most affordable subscription. Enjoy over 75 channels for as low as 1,700 naira, like Nat Geo Wild, BBC, ESPN, and premium sport like Emirates FA Cup, La Liga, Bundesliga, wrestling. What's more exciting? We have the most flexible payment options in Nigeria. Don't dull. Join us now for an exciting journey. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
Thank you for staying with us on Weekend File. Achieving federal government energy mix with 30% expected from the renewable energy subsector by the year 2030 is gradually being implemented with the deployment of off-grid solar-powered systems to communities. Joshua Ojito takes a look at federal government interventions to bridge the gap in electricity deficit.
Nigeria, Africa's largest economy, grappling with poor electricity supply, with micro, small and medium enterprises bearing the brunt. Now, the country is going green by adopting renewable energy solutions to power communities. Records show that under the Nigeria Electrification Project, which Rural Electrification Agency is implementing, 221,971 solar home systems were installed in households, micro, small and medium enterprises, as well as public facilities, with additional 7 hybrid mini-grids deployed to unserved and underserved communities.
We're enjoying the solar past NEPA lights. The solar used to carry TV, fan, and bulbs. I have washing machine. As soon as there's sun now, I can use it to carry the machine.
More universities and markets across the country benefited from the federal government energizing education and economy interventions with additional solar mini-grids for 86 communities, as well as solar hybrid solutions to power 100 isolation and treatment centers being implemented.
About 40% of Nigerians do not have access to electricity, but Renewable is closing that now.
We want to achieve 30 gigawatts by the year 2030, and with the 30% renewable energy, so as the Nigerian will get supply of electricity 24/7.
Solar Niger project is another initiative as federal government targets 5 million homes to be energized. In Abuja, Joshua Ojito, NTA News.
Nigeria is endowed with almost all the resources needed to stand tall in the renewable energy world. But how is the country exploring these opportunities in boosting its power generation capacity? Justin Bemoni reports.
With Nigeria's massive endowment with oil, gas, hydro and solar resources, facts from relevant authorities have shown that the country has the potential to generate 12,522 megawatts of electric power from existing plants. However, records indicate on most days it is only able to dispatch around 4,000 megawatts, which is insufficient for a country of over 200 million people. Consequently, professionals have advocated harnessing opportunities of renewable energy, as it is really great to see governments all over the world including green sources of energy in their mix.
For a stable energy supply in any country all over the world, there should be what we call energy basket. In the energy basket, you allow the energy producing areas to be able to complement each other. Solar energy is high when it is dry season, when the sunshine is shining brighter.
60% of the country's population has no access to electricity, according to Nigeria's Infrastructural Concession Regulatory Commission. This is a challenge experts in the industry said can be checked to a large extent by exploring the alternative energy sources inherent in the vast opportunities the country has with natural resources. One of such hugely untapped energy source in the country is nuclear, and the authorities say it is an area that needs government support and influence. And for the industry to grow, opinions from experts suggest that both practitioners and government need to absorb lessons on correct adoption, servicing, installation, and efficiency in new technologies. Justin Bemuni, NTA News.
The Energy Research Center Usmanu Danfodio University, Sokoto, was established in 1982 by the federal government as part of efforts to boost and promote the use of alternative and renewable sources of energy. In this report, Dalhatu Abdullahi takes a look at the achievements and challenges of the Energy Research Center.
The Sokoto Energy Research Center, Usman Danfodio University, is one of the pioneer centers created by the federal government and mandated to conduct research and development in renewable energy. The Energy Research Center, in collaboration with Step B project, had in 2012 provided a 10 kilowatts solar photovoltaic power system and a 4-kilometer wind electricity turbine for the energy needs of Danjawa village in Wamako local government area of Sokoto State. The center has over the years developed solar street lights, home systems for lighting, and 2 megawatts solar powered plant for use by the university and other appliances using renewable energy.
Recently, we are in collaboration with Federal Ministry of Science and Technology, which we have applied to Arena to establish 30 megawatt wind power in Sokoto, in collaboration with Sokoto State Government.
But the challenges of the center remains availability of raw materials and funding to conduct research.
Maintenance culture is very, very important, and the government should put this a certain regular maintenance and then certain percentage for the sustainability of the systems.
Apart from solar and wind energy, the center is working and making research on solar thermal, biomass, small hydro and energy efficiency, in addition to training of graduates and individuals interested in acquiring knowledge in solar photovoltaic installation and how best to use renewable energy. In Sokoto, Dalhatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
We'll be joined in the studio by our guest tonight, the Managing Director, Rural Electrification Agency, Ahmed Salihijo. You're welcome to Weekend File.
Thank you very much.
Let's start with what the agency has so far achieved through solar-powered interventions. I would want to mention just the universities. Let's put it out holistically.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think this program is very timely, where we highlight alternative sources of energy, especially renewable energy. What we've been doing at the REA has been centering around providing power through renewable sources, especially solar mini-grids, solar home systems for communities that are unserved and underserved within the country. And we've done that through various channels of funding, some through the federal government funding, some through private sector financing, through our programs such as the Rural Electrification Fund, the Nigerian Electricity Program, and also some funding that is coming through the World Bank and the Africa Development Bank. I think one good achievement that we have done, despite the delivery of these projects, as you've mentioned, across infrastructure in universities, hospitals, and various communities, is we've been able to at least work with private sector developers, where government provides the enabling environment for the private sector to come in and make the necessary investments. And I think given the numbers that you have mentioned earlier during the program, you'd see that it's very clear that we are unable to cover that gap of 40% or almost 80 million Nigerians that do not have power only through government funding. So it's very important to have an environment where the private sector will come in, given their own funding mechanism and the expertise, to see how we can stimulate and grow that particular market.
Well, by its name, Rural Electrification Agency, one would believe it's mainly at the hinterlands and remote areas, so that they can also benefit from electricity or power supply. Yeah. So let's look at this recently launched Solar Power Niger project. How is it going?
It's been going very well. Of course, every program you put out there, it takes a bit of time for the various stakeholders to fully understand the program and continue to benefit from it. But so far we've partnered with the Niger Delta Power Holding Company, for instance, where they have guaranteed a transaction of 7 billion naira for 100,000 units that was launched a few months ago by His Excellency the Vice President in Jigawa State. So the program aims to take power for 5 million connections for 225 million people, and we look to create at least 250,000 jobs from that.